all the way back when I saw the Steam Deck release and saw that it was only available basically in the US and not to New Zealand, and that when it was available in New Zealand, but for a ridiculous price of 1,400 New Zealand dollars or 1,899, depending on where you're looking at, I thought to myself, that's a bit too expensive. I probably don't want to spend that much money on a handheld. Fortunately, other companies came along, like MSI, for instance, or Asus, and they made their own handhelds. And of course, there have been variants of these handhelds. Unfortunately, in New Zealand, because of our pricing, something like the MSI Claw 8 AI retails at 1,899 New Zealand dollars. Now that is just far too expensive. It's just really not worth it. But with a new product comes the reduction of an older product. And basically they've probably reduced it to around the price you're already paying for, or maybe even less in the US. But they've reduced the price point of the MSI Claw 7 from $1,399 to $949. So I'm a little bit late to the party, but this is as good of a deal as I'm going to get, because even ones I've been offered second hand are for about 800 or 900 New Zealand dollars. Given the fact that it's a $50 premium for something brand new, I'm gonna open this bad boy and over the next few days give it a bit of a benchmark and see what it can do. It is the Claw A1M. It is the Ultra 7 variant with the 155H. So yeah, let's get it. The Claw. Whoops. Ooh. Ooh. That feels good. Damn. It feels really nice. And I like how when I have my thumbs on the thumbsticks, they're not actually, the speakers are right at the bottom, so it's not actually, it's not scuffing the audio either. I really thought this was going to be way heavier, but honestly it just feels like a really sturdy Nintendo Switch. Oh, on the back, it's got buttons. Triggers feel pretty good. Bumpers, yeah. D-pad's a little bit hard to work with, but at the end of the day, I think for the most part, I'll probably connect a controller to it if I'm going to play any fighting games. Come with the case as well. Well, it didn't come with the case. I bought the case. But yeah, I'm going to have a jam on this and see what there is to report over the next few days. I've managed to get myself a dock as well, right here. And it even allows you to add an SSD. Okay, well, an NVMe to this bad boy. So, yeah, that's gonna be fun. I can't wait to charge this bad boy up, give it a try, and I know when it released, it had a few software issues, but I'm looking at the benchmarks now and people's opinions about it now that the price has been reduced, and I can honestly say I am more excited about this than the Steam Deck. It's just a matter of opinion, but yeah, I'm very, very excited. What else is in this box? Here we got a quick guide. We have a New Zealand charging plug, which, you know, I've got too many US power plugs, and for me that's not working out. I have to keep getting converters. What else is that? It still feels kind of heavy. Must be okay. Oh, out of the power supply. It feels dirty. Am I done now? Is it over? I think it's over. Alright. Well, over the next few days, I'll upload a benchmarking video and we'll see how it goes, eh? Bye-bye for now, and look forward to some reviews on this piece of hardware. If there are any games or anything you'd like me to check out on it, as I said, it now has the retail price, well, the on special price of $9.49 NZD, which might sound unreasonable to you, but as I stated before, the market for handheld consoles in New Zealand is a bit niche, and it's very, very expensive. So, hopefully I'm going to come back with some good news, and if I do, I'll be able to recommend the product. If not, I will probably be sad. See ya.
So this is medium quality, 50% resolution scale at 1080p, and we're getting just over 100 FPS. We saw stuttering at the start, wasn't very nice, but it looks like it's smoothed out. I think that's a lot to do with the fact that the frame rate is uncapped, and that it's actually on battery power right now. So we're using the AI engine mode, which is built into this, and the frame rate is uncapped. Now we're going to try it at 80% resolution on the medium settings, uncapped. This is all running on battery right now in the AI scenario mode. So we're on medium settings at 1080p, 80% of the resolution, so about 900 and something p, maybe. Or 800 something p. No, probably not. I don't even know. 80% of 1080p, which is pretty much the ideal resolution for this. It's a 7-inch screen. 1080p looks incredible, and it's got a 120Hz refresh rate, but playing games at that frame rate, I'm not sure. Really, really smooth right here, but I think either due to the uncapped frame rate or most probably the fact that it is on battery mode, there might be a bit of stuttering at the start. Oh yeah. How is it when he gets into the game? We'll see. Wow. Okay, now that it's smoothed out, we're still getting like 100 FPS. I wonder with either a frame rate cap or just having it in AC mode on the power if it will stop the stuttering. Because this is, even with the stuttering, this is kind of impressive. I see potential. I like this resolution and frame rate. Let's see what it's like with the frame rate cap. So let's see if capping it, I know I've said it a million times now, but let's see. We'll cap it at 60. Let's see. Still the same stuttering there. Ha, your handheld device is running low on battery. Nah. Whoops, I was kind of looking at that warning sign. Okay, so it's literally just the stuttering at this stage. Definitely less frequent, it seems. Okay, let's try something else now. especially because it's probably gone into some sort of weird power mode. Give me a sec. Let's put it on AC. Okay, we're on AC power, we are capped at 60 FPS, 80% of 1080p. Let's see what it's like. I think this it's very playable. Nice. Oh. I'm actually using the D-pad too, it's not too bad. Okay, this is awesome. It's running at a pretty consistent 60 FPS. That line down below the frame time will show you if there's any stuttering, and it looks pretty incredible. I wonder if I can push it to, again, very small stutters. I wonder if I can push it to full 1080p and still get that 60 FPS, because that's kind of impressive. Alright, so when the battery, maybe due to drivers or whatever power mode I've got it on, when it's not plugged in, there can be a little bit of pitching initially, but the frame rate still seems to be really, really nice. I mean, considering this game used to not even work on the MSI Claw until there's been a recent update that allows it to work, which is very, very cool. But what I wanted to try is, I've got it on medium graphics. Let's try a resolution scale of 100%, so full on 1080p. Reboot the game. We've got it on power right now, so it's using as many watts as it needs to use. Let's check it out. This is pretty fun to use. Like, there's the touch interface on it, but you can also connect your mouse up to it, which I like as well. That's good fun. Sorry about my light over there. I actually have a dock for this with HDMI out, or at least looks like it, and I've got a I've got a Elgato stream capture device, so I may be able to get a direct connection to it so we can get better quality footage. So this is Speedstorm 1080p medium graphics 60 FPS cap. Oops, let's not do that, let's just do that. I like it how it's touch here too, this is cool. At the start here, we're used to quite a bit of stuttering, like a lot. I'm gonna tell you, compared to before, you can see those lines there, the loading and stuff, but compared to before, that's amazing. And for the most part, I think we're hitting 60, it looks like it, top right up there. It looks amazing. I mean, no, you're not gonna be able to tell on the video, but it looks amazing. One hitch there, but overall, I'm pretty happy. I think with driver improvements as well, this could be a really, really cool device. It really might just be because I haven't tinkered around with this device much that when it's in battery mode I need to put it in a mode where essentially it uses or utilizes as much performance as the mode that it does when it's plugged in, which may use more battery, but I think I'd rather it drain pretty quickly out of battery than and perform amazingly than only perform a percentage of what the potential is and make the battery last long. I don't want that. We've got a pretty damn good case. 1080p, medium quality, 60 FPS. And I think in battery mode probably the same thing with a bit of tweaking. Can't wait to test some more games on it. I'll see you all next time. Alright, we've got Tekken 8, 1080p, lower settings, 50% rendering scale, so 540p. Still actually looks good on the handheld. Let's see if we can hit 60 FPS. Nice. Looks like we're hitting 60. One little stutter, but you know. Other than that, frame time's looking good. Frame consistency's looking good. Looks like we can play in handheld mode at 60 FPS on the lower settings at 540p. But the fact is, I'm able to play Tekken in handheld mode, which makes me happy. We've got 83 to 86% GPU usage. The image quality's amazing, but I think we're going to get some drops. Yeah, we're at 99% GPU usage right now. It's just a bit too much. You need to hit a consistent 60 and we're hitting about 47 FPS, which is just not playable. This game you need to actually hit that 60 FPS consistently. It's around 54, 55, just still not quite. With a bit of tweaking, I think maybe we could get it to 60, but for now, we're going to have to play it at 50% rendering resolution, maybe 60 max, and if not, it's best to use FSR and Ultra Performance mode, which we'll check out and see if it works smoothly while it's docked. Alright. Haven't hit 90% GPU usage yet. Got to 89. This looks good. Oh, we're at 90. There we go, 100%. But we're hitting 58 to 60, so that's playable too. Okay. Lowest I see is 53. Dropped down to 47. It seems like right now the only playable way is 50% resolution, both in docked and on battery mode, but I'm just glad I can play some Tekken. A bit disappointed in terms of the performance, but yeah, could probably bump it up to 60%. Actually, probably put it on about 55, 600p or something.